our house with its excessive antiquity. The discoloration through ages has been great. Fungi spreads through the whole exterior in fine tangled webs above the eaves. Extraordinary disrepair. And yet, no group of stones have fallen, no matter how crumbling each individual stone may be. Under vast scrutiny, a barely noticeable crack extends from the roof at the front of the building downward in a zigzag direction until finally it becomes lost.
The fall of the House of Usher.
Dear Fred, I know that many years have elapsed since our last meeting, but I remember our childhood friendship with fondness. I must have a personal reply from you. I have evidence of nervous agitation, acute bodily illness, and a mental disorder. Please, you are my best and only friend. I beg you, help alleviate my malady with the cheerfulness of your company. Sincerely, Roderick Usher.
Only friend? During the whole of a dull, dark, and soundless day in the autumn of the year, I had been passing along through a singularly dreary part of the country, and I found myself within view of the melancholy House of Usher. I know not how it was, but with the first glimpse of the building, the sense of insufferable gloom pervaded my spirit. I looked upon the house before me, the bleak walls, the vacant eye-like windows, the white trunks of the decayed trees, with an utter depression of soul. What was it that so unnerved me in the contemplation of the House of Usher?
What did the doctor say?
There's no hope for me.
Did you take your medicine?
What use is there? I already have one foot in the grave.
You must take your medicine.
Did you take your medicine? I feel so weary. I feel as though I am crumbling.
Madeline, let me read to you. Transport your thoughts to faraway places.
Will your friend arrive here today? I feel so dreadfully lonely.
We've been expecting you. How was your journey?
I'm exhausted but anxious to comfort my friend. How fares Roderick?
I have served this family for many years. I've examined generations of ushers, and their maladies are always the same. It is a family curse. They are not well.
They?
The master and the sister, Madeline, they are in the parlor. Good night, sir.
My dear friend, it has been too long. I'm sorry. Did I startle you?
No, not at all. I'm just exhausted from the journey. The light of the room was playing tricks on me.
I know I have changed a little.
I got your letter last week. I hurried as quickly as I could. What comfort can I bring you?
Please sit down. I am so pleased to see you.
The doctor answered the door. What ails you?
I have been suffering from an acuteness of the senses. It is the family curse, a nervous affliction. I can only eat the blandest of foods and wear clothes of the softest fabrics. I can't bear to smell flowers. My eyes are tortured by even a faint light.
I see.
But the sounds are unbearable. The creaks and groans of this intolerable house fill me with horror.
My dear friend, how can I help you?
I shall perish. I must perish in this deplorable folly. Thus and not otherwise shall I be lost. I dread the events of the future. Not in the sounds. No. But in the results. I shudder at the thought of any. Even the most trivial incident, which may operate upon this intolerable agitation of the soul. I have indeed no abhorrence of danger, except in its absolute effect. In terror! In this pitiable condition, I feel the period will sooner or later arrive when I must abandon all life and reason in some struggle with the grim phantasm. Fear.
Fear?
It is this house. I never venture forth. The house is alive. Each crumble of stone, each patch of mold, each tiny crack in the floor. I can't escape it. We can't escape it. And poor Madeline.
Your sister?
Yes, she suffers. She suffers.
Yes. So tired. And yet, I can't sleep. So hungry. Yet, I can't eat. The doctors say, I fear I don't have long!
Her decease will leave me, the hopeless and the frail, the last of the ancient race of the Ushers. She's my last remaining relative. I.
How does she suffer?
The curse of the Ushers. She has been gradually wasting away. She has been bearing up against the pressure of her malady. But I fear that.
Pardon me, dear brother. I do believe I must take my bed. I believe this will be the final time. Yes. These will most certainly be the last glimpses you get of Madeline Usher.
For several days ensuing, her name was unmentioned by either Usher or myself. And during this period, I was busied in earnest endeavors to alleviate the melancholy of my friend. We painted and read together, and thus, as closer and still closer intimacy admitted me more into the reset of his spirit, the more bitterly did I perceive the futility in all attempts at cheering his mind from the darkness.
The Lady Madeline is no more.
What?
She has succumbed to the curse of the Usher family.
She's gone?
I need to preserve the body in the main walls of the building for a fortnight. Will you help me?
Of course, my friend.
I must gaze upon the face of my sister one final time.
At the request of Usher, I personally aided him in the arrangements for the temporary entombment. We placed the body in a coffin, and we too alone bore it to rest. We placed it in a vault that had not been used in years, perhaps centuries.
She was so young and beautiful.
There's a striking similarity between the two of you.
She was my twin.
Your twin? I didn't know.
No two people have ever been more alike. We always shared secrets, Madeline and I.
She almost looks as though she's smiling.
Yes. Screw down the lid!
An observable change came over the features of the mental disorder of my friend. His ordinary manner had vanished. His ordinary occupations were neglected or forgotten. He roamed from chamber to chamber. He seemed to struggle with terror and oppressive secrets.
Do you hear that?
What?
Nothing. Do you hear that now?
What? I don't hear anything. My dearest friend, how can I help you?
Sorry, my friend. I must go to bed.
I retired especially late to bed in the night of the 8th day after Lady Madeline's death. I could not sleep. I struggled to reason off the nervousness which had dominion over me. There was a terrible storm, and it filled me with horror.
You have not seen it! You have not seen it then! But stay, you shall!
You must not, you shall not behold this! The appearances which bewilder you are merely phenomena, not uncommon. The air is chilling and dangerous to your friend. Here is one of your favorite romances. I will read, and you shall listen, and so we will pass away this terrible night together. And Ethelred uplifted his mace and struck upon the head of the dragon, which fell before him. With a shriek so horrid and harsh, the like whereof was never before heard.
Oh!
With a mighty great his brass shield fell down at his feet upon the silver floor with a mighty great and terrible ringing sound.
What is it? Where?
Not here. Yes, I am. And have long, many minutes, many hours, many days have I heard. And I dare you. Oh, pity me, miserable wretch that I am. I dare not speak. We have put her living in the tomb! Said I not that my senses were acute? I now tell you that I heard her first feeble movement in the hollow coffin many, many days ago. Yet I dare not speak. And now, tonight, with the death cry of the dragon and the clanging of the shield, say, Rat, the rending of her coffin and the grating of the iron hinges of her prison as she struggles with the ball. Oh, whither shall I fly? Will she not be here anon? Is she not hurrying to upbraid me for my haste? Have I not heard her footstep on the stair? Do I not distinguish that heavy and horrible beating of her heart? Madman! Madman! I tell you now, she stands without the door!
From that mansion I fled! The storm raged with all its wrath! I turned to see the vast house behind me! The blood-red moon which it now shone vividly! There are small crack extending from the roof of the building in the zigzag direction. Rapidly winding, the mighty wall crashed asunder!
And the darkness closed sullenly and silently over the fragments of the house of Usher.